I'm gonna go for an armored body glove, which is a rare.
Yep. Which is a -10.
Yep. Nope.
You will get that because
Oh, okay.
you're only going for a single one, remember?
Yeah, that's true. Alright. Fantastic.
Alright. I think I know what I want to get. Where is it? I want to get the... Where is it? I would like to get a good Mind Impulse unit.
Mm-hmm. I won't even be
Yeah.
sure where that is.
It's rare, and the Mind Impulse unit is a sense link, allows the owner to directly interface with a machine or technological device.
Oh yes, it's one of them.
Yeah, it's a... I want to get a good one, which... A basic or common model imposes no modifiers to machine spirit communication, but add +10 bonus to tech use, pilot, or drive tests.
Yep.
And when used with capable MIU linking. And good ones grant a +10 to communicate with machine spirits, and another 10 for tech use, pilot, drive, logic and query, and ballistic skill tests.
Fairly useful then.
Yeah. And the big thing that I really want about it is that it gives me the ability to see through my servo skull.
Nice.
Cool.
So
Does that mean you can
yeah,
link it into the murder servitors as well?
if I linked up with them, yeah.
Yeah.
If I turned one into a familiar, yes, actually.
Your own pet murder servitor.
Essentially, yes. Though I'd probably go for a gun servitor. Anyway, that's, let's see. Mind Impulse unit is rare.
Rare is -10, and if you're going for good, that's -20. You're only going for one, so
Which is +30,
so +10.
+10. Alright, and I gotta roll under 50 something, right?
49.
49. Alright, here's my percentile. Fuck! Can I use a fate?
Yeah, you can use a fate point on that if you want.
Alright, I think I'll use a fate point on that one. I really want to get this thing. Ready?
There
Got
you
it.
go.
Awesome. I got a Mind
Is
Impulse.
using a fate point an option? 'Cause
Yeah.
I would
You
really
get
like to get that out.
3%.
Before people start using them on acquisition rolls, I would like to remind you all that we used all of our fate rolls last session for
I still had one.
Not dying.
almost. My point. I'm just a FYI. Just remember
Saving
that we
fear.
might need them. We might need them. we
I
might
didn't use any last time, so let's go.
Alright, let's see. This would be an acquisition, so let's...
No, I really didn't get close.
Actually, you did. You got it. Because you're only
Really?
you're only going for one.
Yes,
So
I am Battle Psycho.
although I
Power
probably should have
really?
lied to you. I'm a bit scared of this whole thing, but yeah, the
Yes.
the +30, you know, kind of weighs out the. Let me just double check my maths because I don't want to get this wrong. So the
I'll take my
light
help.
power arm. Is it the light power arm? Oh, it's either extremely rare, which is -30. But
No,
you're
I'm
only
getting the size.
Sorry?
I'm going to take up all the room.
and because you're only going for one, it's +30, so that takes you down to 0. So you scraped it by 2.
Yes.
Damn, nice.
No, I
Let's see.
learn how to use the chainsword.
So now your psycho is just kind of clomping around. So when he does go completely crazy and starts trying to kill you all, he's not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to kill him easily.
My
I'm really glad I
Hellgun
got the
goes
powder pistol
through his
now.
armor. My Hellgun goes straight through that armor. It's 7 armor, I have 7 penetration.
Oh no, I'm getting the large size. So I'm 8.
Okay, so I'll do 1 less damage.
Let's get the
Trying to
six.
figure
I'm
out
gonna
where to...
Alright, anyone else got any acquisition? Remember, it doesn't have to be personal.
Hey, Gray.
Yep.
Where should I put the Mind Impulse unit I just got, since it's good? Should I just put it in Psychic and call that my...
Yeah, call that your attack stuff.
Alright.
All right. I want to roll for something a bit weird, since I want to start just formalizing certain things, certain types of supplies being on the ship.
Yep.
I want to roll for a ship-wide supply of recaf. I am being dead serious.
Yep, okay.
This is where it starts.
So, what is recaf?
Abundant.
It's
It's-
abundant.
Yep, it's a hot beverage made from crushed and brewed leaves. Basically tea. Or coffee.
Coffee. I'm gonna go for the coffee option.
Yep.
Oh, you're not going to go for Tana?
We'll start with recap, and then we'll go. We'll get the shall we say the hangover cures first, and we'll get the hangover makers.
Yes. So, that's plus 50, because it's abundant. Because you're going for the entire crew, I'm going to say it's a vast amount.
A vast amount of recap. Yes.
Well, that's an army plus, 10,000 men plus, which is,
Our ship, yeah.
So you get plus 20 to your roll, which gives you a 70. Nice.
All right. Let's see if this works.
These next logs are going to be pretty interesting.
69, not 79 then.
There's a whole bunch of words streaming together.
Holy shit.
Yes. Our ship has.
You should have
All
gotten
the
something
recap.
big. Oy, okay, well, that was nice.
So now that we have recap, you can start guessing what my next few acquisition rolls are going to be. So it
A
begins.
shipwide supply of mugs.
Yeah, you have the drink, you don't have any rugs.
We're using drinking out of the murder servitor's hands.
Their skulls are hollowed out and stuff. You know.
Find me an enemy with no eyes.
It doesn't have a skull, sir!
So thirsty.
Love that.
Right. I'll add it eventually to our ship's logs that we now have. Recap essentially the rest of the campaign.
Yep.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm sure you can sell that to some poor locals.
No. There'll be no selling of absolutely critical survival supplies.
Which is all the recap.
We
It's
need
like-
to recap all of it.
Like, I appreciate the captain's, let's see, intuitiveness and... No, that's not the word I want to use. No, I'm sure there's a proper word here.
Forethought?
No.
Sense of planning?
The captain's something in getting, initiative. Yes, that's it. That's what I'm thinking of.
Ah,
His
yes,
initiative
yes.
in getting us all this recap.
Well,
But 10,000, what, pounds, tons? Tons. But that just seems a bit excessive.
hey, nothing.
He says we're going to drink it. He says we're going to drink it. I like a nice warm cup in the what we assume is morning to get myself going, but I don't know.
Poor Trust is having to catalogue this coming in. 40 more crates.
Listen, I just don't want my crew to be without. I want to provide for my
Father
men.
to his
The
men.
most, exactly the most important things. And coffee, it's a good starting point. It's a shipwide announcement. From now on, all rations include coffee, and coffee is an option at any point. And if we're in combat, I suggest everyone drink some recaf because you'll be a bit more alert.
Okay. Do we have any
There's all
food?
these-
So,
all
That's
the-
given.
you're allowing stimulant abuse
Essentially,
Whoa.
yes.
or advocating?
I'm going to rephrase that as I am allowing anti-stimulant use because recap is generally used after a stimulant. So it's all about the phrasing.
Yeah.
You're a real goddamn politician.
Hey, Gray.
Yep.
I want a rolling on this one from you. Mind Impulse unit is on page 150. Think you could pull that up and tell me what you think? Because it says good models add plus 10 to a bunch of things, but the basic also adds some things. Do I get a plus 10 to all of it and plus 20 to the 3 that come with the common, or?
Good models grab across them to communicate. Ballistic skill tests when interface with MEI. No, I think that's the same thing. They've just copied themselves.
Ah, so those are just saying that I get plus 10 from
Yeah.
instead of the 3, I get plus 10 to all of those. All right, thank you. All right, so let's
Yeah,
start
so
right
instead of
now.
just tech use pilot to drive, it's tech use pilot drive, logic inquiry, ballistic skills tests. When interfaced, so that's not just your normal shooting. That's when you're shooting from a vehicle.
Actually, I can. If you look at the MIU weapon interface, you can attach it to your regular gun.
Okay, so yeah, you just got good better shooting. All right. So is everyone shopped out?
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, are you cool with me making 2?
Yeah. Do you want to make another one?
Let's see. Let me check what the rarity on it is. I'm pretty sure it's average. Gotta scroll through these trillion weapon descriptions.
God, yeah.
Why can't they all be in the same place?
I don't know.
That's without even adding all these splat book weapons.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, just a pump action shotgun, which is average.
Yep. Go for it. But actually, don't even bother rolling because that's because you're just getting 1 and it's plus 50 and your profit factor. Yeah, you just nip down the stores and get one.
Okay.
Right. So, I think it's time for you to. So you're heading towards Cerator Prime then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to judge that's probably about a 7-day jump. So, would our new navigator like to take us into the warp?
Here we go again.
What's out of curiosity, what is Sin's skill?
Holy shit!
Oh, for the love of...
Well, that's not gonna pass, so I'm not even gonna bother.
wait. To be
So
fair,
That's my course estimation.
you're failing by less than Greywood, so let's just figure out how badly this was anyway.
Okay, so that's your location in the Astronomicon, which is an ordinary test. So what did you need to pass?
Remember to add 10 for the hovering bastard.
Navigate warp is 52 with the hovering bastard.
Plus 10 for being ordinary, 62.
Oh, yep, 62.
So
with
that's 2
hovering
degrees of
bastard.
failure.
Why did we pick you?
Because with Gray, it would have been 4 degrees of failure.
True.
It's an improvement. It's an improvement.
Every failure.
So this is a minus 10, minus 20 now for your charting the course roll.
I stand by my sentiments of what did you do to this ship?
Okay, so if you'd like to make your charting the course roll.
Yep, let's see if we can do it a bit better. And
is
I'm
a-
adding a plus 10 to this for foreshadowing.
Right.
And plus 10 from... Oh!
Good God!
What the?
God! Fade it. God damn it, fade it.
Fate. Point. Use.
Fine, I'll take it.
Well, actually, I wouldn't fate that one because that basically
Oh,
just doesn't give you a plus 20 for your encounters. So
Oh.
it's not actually.
Oh.
That one's not really necessary.
It's not necessary, but it's basically just to. It's basically to make it safer. So you haven't made it safe.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I haven't seen if there's any
Yeah.
box notes.
Oh, fair enough.
Now for the important one. You're now steering the vessel.
Okay, you failed twice. That one's
And I
actually not
passed
that bad.
Well, maybe. That's.
Yeah, you
Uh,
did.
I got the
You did
minus
by
20 for
one.
the navigation.
By one.
Yeah,
Didn't
but
you?
it's minus 20 for your
Right.
failure to find the Astronomicon.
Yep.
So that's adding the hovering bastard and now the other stuff.
Yep.
So
Well, unless I want to go insane, but even then I'd only add +10 and that won't pass it, I think.
Yeah, don't.
So
Let's-
it's
oh,
minus
okay.
20 for your failing Astronomicon, plus 10 for hovering. So that's minus 10 overall.
Yeah,
it's a
Be a
normal,
72.
the normal test. So yep. So fail by 1 degree. Was that?
Yep.
Yep. So that's just twice the duration.
Better than Gray.
Yeah, it's only 14 days in the warp. So 14 days.
We're never
is-
going to spend anything less than 2 weeks in the warp, are we?
The warp loves you.
Our
kidding.
whole crew is gonna get the jaded trait. they're like, bad dreams.
Starting to think the Astronomicon's a myth. There really isn't a beacon because they say it's huge, but yet they keep fucking missing it. So I think it's made up now. You have made me an atheist, and the Emperor's a lie.
The Emperor's on an Atkins diet.
So that is another 168 days of reality that's passed. So far in this session, you've moved forward real time 312 days.
Nice. By the way, my wound count is now at 0 because I heal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I assume we'd heal in between sessions.
Yeah.
A lot
Well,
of
yeah,
times.
Well-
you've had jumps.
I actually have a special healing ability that.
If it's nothing important, I'll just say you heal in between.
Awesome. Good.
So,
That means Ash should probably heal himself as well.
Yep.
So now it's the Encounters of the Warp, of which there will be 2. Unfortunately, there is no minus 20, so if you'd like to roll me the first one.
Yep.
Don't forget
I
these
can-
are free
yeah.
rolls.
Yep. Can I take the plus? I can take the +10 from foreshadowing again because it's been an hour, or more than an hour.
Yeah, lot more
Yep.
than an hour.
Yes, it has definitely been more than an hour.
Right. I'll take a +10 from foreshadowing then.
Yeah, I'd imagine that like the encounters don't happen as soon as you enter. It's like
No,
over the
it's-
period of yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
over a period of 5 days.
Not that helped. Oh, maybe.
Oh,
What
no,
was
it's
You can
good.
reroll.
No, 18,
No, wait.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. Encounters is good high, if I remember right.
Yep, the higher it is, the better.
Oh, it's one of those ones.
So
Yep.
75 plus 10
Is
is all 12.
Dreams? Oh no, yeah, that's
All's well.
85. So
That's all as well, right?
Yep, all is well.
yeah, 85 to 100 is you are fine.
And the next one.
Cool.
Nice.
Next one.
Nice.
Yeah, nice move. So now I'm just going to ask you to do a leaving the warp test, which is a hard minus 20 navigation warp test.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Uh-oh. And has that still got my failing to find the Astronomicon minus 20 as well?
No, this is completely different. This is to see where in the system you come out.
Oh, yep.
Not on
And
top
I'll
of an orc,
foreshadow
not on
them.
top of an orcs. 53
Yep, so you only fail by
by 10.
by
What's-
10, which is enough. You're not on target, but you're not massively off. So yeah, you're only a few thousand kilometers away from where you should be.
All right.
Right. So
In terms of
you've arrived-
VU, that's actually not that bad.
yeah, few VU off. So you're in the Cerator Prime system.
Would
Ship
assume
is now in the
that.
hands of the pilot.
Why do we
I
come here again, guys? I don't remember.
We were scouting out what it is. Before we
would
make
assume
our
that-
fun jump.
Our Macarius would probably want to ping Auspex or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I will. I want to test out my nice little Mind Impulse unit and stuff. So, Auspex would be tech use.
Yep.
So that's 60, 70, plus 10 for the hover, 80. And is there any thing to do with the Auspex that's going to be there?
I think the Auspex gives you plus 10, is it?
So 90?
Yeah. Just don't.
Yeah,
don't
it does.
Hmm?
You could
Okay,
see
so-
plus 10, so
Yeah.
go ahead.
So roll against 90. I've already failed this once.
You barely
I
remembered how to
passed.
turn it on.
I passed.
Yep. So sweeping the system, there's no active like forms of life, but you do detect several planets that could be of interest. A couple of them are in the Goldilocks zone, so that's always good. You do know what the Goldilocks zone is, right? Everyone knows
Yes.
that one. Yeah,
It's
it's
the
fine.
life
Yes.
band.
It's the bit where everyone can survive without burning or freezing,
Or both.
or both at the same time, which is always unpleasant. Alright, so yep, there's about two planets in the Goldilocks zone which look like they could be of interest.
Cerator Prime and Cerator Secundus.
Yeah, we'll call them that for now.
All right, let's move our ship towards them. Keep our auspex open. See if there's any communications at all.
No, no communications. You spend a day or so burning across the system. So, getting above the Prime system, there's nothing over the Prime one. It's a bit too close. But over Secundus, this is actually like this world actually can support life. And your scans do find the fact that at one point there must have been quite a large civilization here. You can see multiple cities, stuff like that, but there is no sign of any life, no radio transmissions or anything like that. You can detect from here.
Can we, could I aspects to see whether there's anything special about it, like what is it called? What the buildings look like, that sort of stuff?
Yep.
Maybe just make sure that it's against 80 or 90 again, right?
Yeah, against 90.
Okay. 2.
2.
Nice.
Not only did I just find everything out about this planet, I just found everything about the entire core.
Yeah, this they don't look like.
Is it a
human-
tomb world?
Yeah, it's a tomb world, but it's
But-
it's not an Equan one. This is obviously some sort of like small alien race that's wiped themselves out. There's quite a high radiation level. A lot of the buildings are still intact, but some
So
of
this
them
is
look
a
melted.
cemetery world, not a tomb
Yes,
world.
cemetery world's probably better than a tomb world. Yeah. Yeah, it's at some point something has gone wrong with the people living here, and they
Sounds like they got nuked out.
Yep, pretty much.
Did you say this was an alien world or a human world
It looks
that
alien.
wasn't part of the Empire?
It looks like this was alien.
Oh, wait, I have Xeno.
So do
Forbidden Law Xeno. Would I be able to roll for that?
Yep.
Okay. Don't fail me now.
No, you've got no idea. This is some really small random world.
I'll give it a shot.
I can do it too.
31?
Yes,
I feel like
because I have
they had
33. So
And
Ugh.
80.
Or is that a 90? I don't know.
That's a
80.
80.
Okay.
Yeah,
Didn't know that
10
was a 10.
equals 0 on the ones.
Alright.
Yep. Okay, so Cole, looking at the results, realizes that this world probably was what we would class as a forge world. There's quite a few like abandoned large factories, stuff like that. So they had quite a high level of technology, but now there's nothing left.
So we're talking about like the Xenos Forge world,
But
or
yeah.
what?
Yeah,
Alien.
Xenos Forge world.
Okay.
But looking at the way the buildings, do you think they were bipedal, fairly similar to humans? Like most alien races, you find they're pretty much humans with just a few weird bits stuck on. Star Trek aliens.
Star Trek aliens.
um,
That is why I did not want this ship named the Enterprise, by the way.
Right. So I think I'm gonna call a little officers meeting over this. Options, gentlemen. Any,
Go down and loot the place.
Yeah,
Send the
that's.
soldiers down. See if anything dies.
We send the soldiers. We send a small contingent, maybe 10 men, I guess, down there, see if they've, do some preliminary checks, and see how things are.
Yeah, the
hmm.
preliminary checks and securing a landing zone would be very nice.
Yep.
Hmm. With
Okay.
I would, however, like to add the addendum that we will fully inform this first away team that we are prepared to pull them back via teleportarium if things get hairy. I don't.
That would be
Again, from
nice.
an Esh's perspective, Esh would not want to send people in, and just say, "Oh yeah, we just want you to scout out the location and you're kind of on your own." We want to make sure that the people on the
They know
ground
they have
know
a
that
way out.
that they have a way out. Yes, if things get bad.
And
Now-
if we really want to make it so that they are happy about it, we could ask for a 10-man volunteer team.
Yep.
With, of course, the understanding that we have the teleportarium locked on them if things go bad.
Yeah.
So send a squad down to the largest factory, I guess.
A good landing zone near a factory.
Yeah, they've got what look like landing ports, probably for their own domestic VTOLs, but the squad can find that. Are you sending down your elite squad, or just a group of crewmen? Your actual soldiers or crewmen?
Soldiers.
Yeah, let's send the soldiers.
Soldiers.
Yep. They land, quickly move through the area, say that there's signs that this place has been visited before, but not for a long time. So there's kind of someone's tried to force the door to this factory, but it hasn't
Did they-
succeeded.
They haven't succeeded. Ooh.
That might mean
Okay.
something.
Shall we join them, gentlemen?
I think that
Sure.
we should
Yep.
come down with the rest of the
Okay.
soldiers, yeah.
All right.
Right, so you get onto the second of your landers
Mhm.
and drop down nearby. You get off. The world smells strange, almost dusty to you, but it's an alien world. Yeah.
You said something
what
about
can you expect from
radiation. We
Xenos?
didn't land in a hot zone, did we?
No, it's kind of quite background now. It's enough to tell you that there was a nuclear war here at some point, but
Ah.
As
Nothing
long as-
worse than we get on the ship.
Well, it's not like
Yeah,
I have to worry about having children.
As long as we don't lick the dust or something, Chernobyl rules apply.
yeah, you've got enough chems to deal with it. It's fine.
Roger, roger.
Alright, so there's quite a large factory. The doors are sealed with what looks like some sort of blast door.
Is there any opening, or not opening, but paneling for opening the door? I
Yep,
mean, they have
and someone's kind of looks like they smashed it open a bit with brute force, but haven't
I
actually
think
been
I
able
could
to
get
get
it
it to work.
fixed and working.
But yeah, if you want to give me a hard tech use.
Hard tech
Take your
use, that
time.
would be...
Take your time on it, though.
yeah. So, how much would that be?
I think if you're taking your time, balancing out to a normal test.
Normal test, so 0?
Yep.
Alright, and this wouldn't be something I could MIU either, would it?
No, it's completely alien. It's not Imperial tech in any way.
Alright, so, plus the 10 for the hovering bastard, I gotta roll against 70.
You need to get a jetpack. Or build your throne with jetpacks on it so you can fly around the bridge.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
Yes.
Oh god,
Okay,
good ideas.
While I'm doing this, my servo skull is going to be flying around, just searching around, just seeing stuff. But okay, so tech use for 70, I rolled 8.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you just kind of reach in, press a couple of buttons, and the door starts to grind up. It gets about 3 foot off the ground and then stops because it runs out of battery. But you can still get under that with no problem.
Yeah, sounds great. So no vehicles at least. Maybe we could get some more power to the factory and open the door entirely. Maybe get some stuff out of there.
Just go under.
Yeah, I
If
know. I'm
there's-
saying
if
when we're
there's-
in there.
Yeah, if there's something worth getting, we'll work on the door.
We'll leave a few of the men guarding the entrance and take a few of them with us.
Yeah, leave a squad to
Sounds
stay
good.
behind, take 2 with you.
Yeah.